Why, hello everybody. This is my old DS. Look at it. With its perfect form and cracked screen, it is by far the most optimum DS you have ever seen. However, for just the price of a wind-up shark and $10, yes, a piece of cardboard and $10, I give you the DS Lite, in which I got from a dumbass friend, who apparently was nice enough to give me this for $20, or 10, including the card. So yes, that is what I call trading up. Well, it's time for my daily upload that I've uploaded every day, and here I got this battle versus Fire something, some dude. He was on Smoggin, I don't know. But anyways, he was off with this bowl thing, and I'm like, well, he's gonna totally lead off with this bowl thing, and I'm gonna totally live to close combat, and I'm gonna totally hit him with Hydro Pump and totally own him in the face, totally. So, that's what happened, and that's turn 1, and I'm like, woohoo, I'm winning. So, yeah, at this point, I'm like, well, I hope he goes into something stupid and slower than me, so I can get off a rest, and I can pretend the entire first turn never happened. And yeah, so that's what that happens, and I'm winning. So he's out to set up his rocks because he's a piece of shit and wants to set up his rocks on my side of the field. But I'm like, bro, I just have rocks on my side of the field. You have an entire like busy street as a hazard. I mean, look at that bus. It's about to run over your T-Tower right now. I guarantee it. But it's not moving, so yeah. Anyways, I go for the Will-O-Wisp, and he goes for Crunch, which doesn't do anything. And I'm like, okay, Volt Switch away. And he goes into this nutshell thing, crackhead, I don't know. And I go into Herpes, because, you know, it's Herpes. I mean, yeah. So, Herpes goes for the Swords Dance, because it's deadly and stuff. And he goes into his Mustache. And Mustache is definitely not a threat to me. If I knew that, you know, I calced stuff and knew that I knew Earthquake wasn't going to kill, but I was like, you know what, he's going to miss. He's going to miss Will-O-Wisp. I know it. And if he goes for Ice Beam, well, he's dumb because he has Ice Beam, and 2, I have Yachi Berry and all that stuff, and Scald won't burn because, yeah, but I guess he does hit with the Will-O-Wisp, and I'm like, well, fuck. Now I know he's going to go into his Gliscor, but, again, because, yeah, I go for Dragon Claw thinking it would actually do something to the Gliscor, but it doesn't, and, yeah, so that's me being dumb. Anyways, so I switch out and go into Billy Mays, because Billy Mays is... yeah, and he goes for Protect, which is like, whatever. Now, I wanted to think that he would go for Protect once more, because, hey, free Protect, and I go for Hydro Pump, and then he'd switch into this thing, and then I go for Volt Switch, because I predict correctly, but he didn't Protect, so he got free HP. However, I know that if he's going to go into this thing, he's going to straight up double switch into his little guy, this chompy thing over here, this Garchomp, and I'm like, well, Will-O-Wisp is a move, let's just go for it and hope I don't miss. And I don't, and I'm like, yay! So the Garchomp is burned, and I know burned Garchomp is not threatening at all, so I go into Le Jin, the mystical genie of the fucking lamp, as he goes for Dual Chop, and I'm like, lol, Dual Chop, that's not gonna do anything, and obvious, not Choice Man is obvious because pitiful damage, however, he's Scarfed, and I'm like, okay, so let's just go for U-turn, because I didn't know he was Scarfed. And I'm like, well, who's going to stay in on this thing? And he's banded, or Scarfed, or Choiced, or whatever. I go into Godzilla, because I know he's not going to go for Earthquake, because said Scarf. But then I'm retarded, and I remember, oh wait, this thing doesn't have Fire Blast. So let's go for Superpower, just try to get as much damage as I can on this stupid thing. However, it doesn't do anything, because it's a Fortress. Go figure. So... I switch my ass out as I go into Billy Mays, because Billy Mays for the win. And I'm thinking to myself, well, you know, he's just going to set up his hazards. I really don't care, because I got this Rotom, which already fucks his entire team. So let's just go for Rest, because this thing is important. So I went for it. Actually, I went for Will-O-Wisp first, because I know this thing won't do anything. But hey, Rest next turn. Yes. So, yeah. That's it. I'm just going to wait until something else exciting happens. How are you guys? I'm good. My dog is staring at me like he wants the bagel I just ate, except it's already eaten. So yeah, Rest. It's a bagworm thing. He goes into Mustache as he recovers, because apparently that's the best thing to do? Question mark? I guess. whatever. I mean, if this is his best plan, well, he's out of luck. Now, obvious, Volt Switch is obvious, right? So, I'm smart, and I'm going to be like, well, hey, I'm not going to go for Volt Switch. I'm going to go into Hydro Pump as you switch into either Garchomp or Batman thing. And I was right. So, yay. Productions are a thing. So his Gliscor is dead, which is probably the only thing stopping me from, you know, outright sweeping him. You know, he dies, so that's pretty good. I go for the Will-O-Wisp because why the fuck not? It's a Will-O-Wisp. Now everything on his team is burned. And I know I'm faster, so hey, Taunt is useless. And whatever, I guess. So I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch now and proceed to Ass Rape him. Actually, I proceed to Death Fodder Lejeune because he's a genie and needs to die. So yeah, that's what I do. And then Burungeru is going to burn it to death with Scald. I was hoping it goes for Recover or something useful, but it doesn't. And now it's time to go into Terrakion and Stone Edge everything, which is pretty much what happens. And yeah, it obviously has a nice rack because name. However, spikes aren't really useful, and, you know, I'm happy I didn't... You know, the one time when I'm like, you know what, should I put Quick Attack or Earthquake on a Terrakion? And for the one time, I put on Quick Attack, and I'm like, well, this is useless, I wish I had Earthquake. Earthquake, why are you so useless? Anyways, so he goes into Garchomp because that resists, and I'm just going to go into Rotom, which now, you know, close combat can rape everything, which he figures. So I believe he runs right now because he's a little bitch. And bitches run. So, that's the game. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, that's it.